Thanks, Coach. Well, the sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Redskins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike 54. That's half 10. Pilot 64. Weak. 24. Hey, check 24. Check 20. Alert. Right there. Right there. Right there. 54.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Watch the flood. 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 Under crush. Let's go.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 35 to Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come. Alert. He's checking. Crash. Switch it. We got it.
From the gun, it's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Mike 30. Cut. Hey, tight.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Strong right. Hey, 4 down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
That's what I do. 56. Hey, Steve 6. What's that? Shit. Check 43. What's that?
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Banks. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Hey, watch. 180. Mike, 54. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
First carry for Darius Geis. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That second down play nets a -4. On third down, Mayfield. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Falcons' 49-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
We go.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He gets it to Brown. Complete. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, this is Geis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield to throw it. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Geis, they'll try to run it. He spins free, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About timeout set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Under a minute to go, clock running in a back and forth first quarter of play. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 50-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check it out.
7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. From midfield, here's Allen. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 32-yard line.
And the Falcon first down.
Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Play action. Now it's Allen. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Shelling through the defense. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Seven consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
on 2nd and 9. Allen, and he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
Third down. Third and long.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Falcons have taken the lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down gets them a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Mayfield. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards that time at a Washington 1st. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. On the draw, they go to Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Mayfield on play action. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and get it with Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. And that'll set him back 5. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Freeman. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
He's crazy. If you kill it, motion me out.
Now the pitch to Freeman. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, Geis. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield going for Hurd on the deep ball, and he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They go play action here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ben Banagoo in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They run. Devontae Freeman. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Watch the sled. Watch the sled. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Now a run with Geis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 54. I got you. I got you.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hurry, hurry. Regular.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Amari Cooper, touchdown number 18 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they retain their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Switch. Check.
On play action, Allen. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll run on first down. It's Freeman, and despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, watch. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 50. Hey, Charlie. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Bravo.
Allen now operating from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Now Allen to throw. To throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On third and long, it's Allen. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 50 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Allen going to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
56.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Play. Check 26. Alert.
Allen off the play fake. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
319. Check. Crunch. 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 Tight up. Middle. Mike 35. What's the run? Hey. High 7. I got it.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be a third and about 13.
Hey, what's it? Check, Mike. Alert. 54. We own this.
Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
I smell fear now. Check that. We go. It's done.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Right in. Watch time. Tight end run. Foot out. Check. Foot out. 56. We go. Mike 35. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Mike. Ready. Mike 5. 52. Watch the run. Right there. 54. Alert. 54. Mike. Hey, hold. I'm here all day. Hey, 5 wide.
On second down, here's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to face a third down.
Ready. 44 to Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it. Alert. Hey, Delta. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step up.
Operating from the gun. Allen. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. Oh, nice move. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Washington Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
180. 54 Mike. I got one.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He's going to look deep down the field. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the return will stop right around the 25. Cooper was the target there. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
35 to Mike. Hey, I'm coming. Mike 35, Mike 35. Feel the right. Big Dad. Half 35. Jack. Middle.
Now it's Freeman. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, wahoo! 35. Kill. Alert 3. Check that.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This will be fielded at the 17. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Let's get it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check. Watch 54. I'm coming after you. Jim. Watch it. Under 10. 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback keeps it. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Turn 2 stop. Check the out.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
You ready? Mike 5-4. You ain't doing nothing today.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Down. 70. Indy. Hey, defense, let's go. Get it.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Atlanta, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Washington, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.